Let's sit down first. Today we're talking about what happened to me mentally, physically, and emotionally when I took time off pole. You know, people generally say that, you know, when you stop pole, you lose your flexibility and your strength. But the reality is no one really talks about what it does to your confidence, your sense of self, and just in general, your mind. You know, I've been pole dancing for years now, and it's not just a workout. It's seriously been like a safe space for me to build my confidence and my feminine. If I have to say this word again, I'm gonna crash out. Femininity. But in general, it's brought me closer to my femininity. So in this video, I'm gonna break it all down. This is exactly what happens when once something that empowered you suddenly isn't in your life anymore. By the way, I'm Chloe, welcome to Dear Chloe, and this is the type of stuff that I talk about literally all day long. It's finally warm in here. When I got into the studio this morning, it was in fact 8 degrees inside, so we fix that with heaters. I don't know why I like to train so early, but it was that cold. Like I'd gotten changed and then I got dressed back in my pajamas. Let's chuck this over here. So when I stopped pole, I didn't just lose muscle or routines. It's actually been hard to talk about for a while because I feel like there is a little bit of a stigma around it, like stopping and starting, also joining different levels when you're originally at an elite level. I just want to make clear, I'm not a therapist. I'm just someone who's been through the high of it all and also been through the low. So I'm just sharing my personal experience. I'm going to walk you through it in 3 parts. What actually shifted when I stopped, why I couldn't just snap out of it, and the slow progress, slowly easing myself back into it. I have to take my pajama pants off now. What actually happened when I stopped? I'm gonna start off with mentally/emotionally, I'm gonna say, was the biggest impact when I stopped pole. I felt like shit. And I saw everyone continuing, the people in my class that I had once trained with. Like there's some moves that were my absolute favorites and I can no longer do them without breathing like I'm dying. I usually don't have body image issues. I felt my esteem, my body esteem. Oh, that felt good. I felt my self-esteem and my body image issues just like collided. From the moment I left pole, I feel like my power within myself just started deteriorating away. And I realized emotionally, I started isolating myself. Like I was very drained and I just didn't even have time for, you know, social things, and I didn't want to be social. So I really withdrew from everything in life, which is absolutely crazy to think that one small decision can alter your entire sense of self and identity. I would say, sorry, that was so fun. I've actually been in this studio for a while, so I'm really, really, really happy that I'm here. I would say for strength, I still danced a little, but I was also studying and I was also going through like a massive pocket of depression, which was also caused by other things outside of pole. But the fact that I stopped pole, I absolutely plummeted. But luckily enough, I have the amazing support around me to keep me going. Just to sum it up, I would say mentally, not good. Emotionally, drained. Physically, I did lose strength within about, I would say, because I went in the studio after, I think it was 2 months. I would say 2 months, I lost a lot of my strength to the point where I noticed. And it's been 6 months. So, you can imagine how I'm feeling. Why couldn't I snap out of it? That's a good question. Why couldn't I snap out of it? Well, first of all, depression. From 2023 into 2024, I was getting out of a toxic 9-to-5 and my life fell apart. So to leave pole, the reason I couldn't just go back in, I'm sure everyone's experienced that lack of motivation, that I don't want to get up. Depression, to even scratch the surface, it just feels like you've sunk deep down into the couch and you're trying to fucking claw yourself out of it, but can't. That sounds very morbid and I'm okay now. I think the reason I couldn't snap out of it is because I had to just heal, I think. I don't know. definitely go to therapy. I also needed to do a digital detox, which if you don't know what that is, it's basically just shutting down social media and letting yourself not compare yourself to the people who are not going through what you're going through. There's a lot that needed to happen before I could just snap myself out of it and get back on the pole. Take the socks off, don't look at the dogs. But once I did snap out of it and I got back on the pole, what was next? Oh, I'm gonna explain how I, did the slow return. I'm not grippy enough. So basically, it's hard to talk on pole. I get why people do voiceovers. I would say the biggest thing of slowly returning would be habits, just building habits. I think even little bits like nutrition, because at the end of the day, you will not be able to gain your strength back if you aren't fueling yourself. And I think energy is a big thing because you have in fact lost it. That includes rest days. That includes, even if you decide to go to one class, even if it's a dance class, go to it, but then spend the next day off. I also had to learn that going into a lower level is okay. I feel like there's a lot of stigma around it, and I feel like it's almost like a competition with yourself to just get to the top. Okay, I'm at the top, what now? I didn't even reach the top. I would say the last thing would be appreciate the tiny wins. Example, I'm so afraid to admit this. I felt out of breath when doing a straddle. When I did a first straddle, when I first came back after 6 months of just not training, no gym even, I tried to straddle, which is a lot better now. I know that's not my best. To a lot of people though, it could be a real best. Just appreciate your tiny wins. The fact that I'm even up on the pole. I'm very proud of myself because, 6 months ago, I was at the lowest of low and look at me now. That was quick. I felt like that was quick. If you've somehow made it this far, thank you. Thanks for watching. Thanks for chilling out with me when I'm alone in the studio. If you guys actually want to subscribe as well, that would be really cool. I think I'm over 800 subscribers now, which is really, really cool. And I never thought I would actually get that far. I've actually made it the goal that by the end of the year, I will get 1,000. So I really, really want to make that happen. And you will see gradually, I will go higher and higher up the pole as videos progress. So if you want to see combos and things like that, also if you want to see anything else, comment down below. But yeah, I think I'm gonna have a little freestyle now and then film my second video. It's good to be back. I love you guys and see you next week.